My book, Thriving at Nature's Pace with my mum. We're here also with Katya, my wife, and she's going to be listening, or she can read for us as well. So, how are you today, mum?
Good.
We've got your eyes better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So, my mum can't see very well, so reading it with her. I wrote the book November, it came out. So we've been reading along a few chapters at a time. It's called Thriving at Nature's Pace. It's about a new approach to climate change. So do recommend it for people. Get them to get a copy. And you can borrow it from them. Anyway, so chapter 4, The Way Forward. We're going to get on a bit faster today. The value proposition. People across the world have listened for decades to arguments about how life on the planet will be devastated by unchecked climate change. They have heard about how coastal areas will be flooded. Journalists, environmentalists, and development experts have written countless reports on the consequences if things are not changed. Politicians have read these reports. They understand the implications. Livelihoods are at stake, lives are at risk, and time is running out. However, it is fair to say that these arguments have not succeeded in keeping oil and gas and coal in the ground. That is because these arguments do not carry any value proposition. A value proposition offers benefits. Without it, the only thing that can be gained by fixing climate change is to sacrifice yourself for the promise of some greater good. This is especially the case if fixing climate change leaves people's situations unchanged. That is, they work all hours and still can't make ends meet. The problem of the lack of value proposition applies to governments as well. Governments need this to justify spending their time and efforts on it. Their main priority is to gain power and to stay in power. Addressing climate change will always remain the next most important thing to do and leaves the climate agenda stuck. A value proposition can be as simple as being part of a community. This is the case of a cycling cafes. They offer a community vibe. Cycling and coffee both have strong community vibes. The successful French television series exemplifies how the cafe is a place where people pause and share what's going on in their lives. Cycling also has strong community vibes. People cycle together for leisure and for sport. Cycling cafes bring the community spirit together into a value proposition that says, here, you will find yourself in a community that embraces you. This value proposition is delivered as an experience. Whenever people go to a cycling cafe and find themselves in the company of others with whom they share a passion. This sharing is of more value than just coffee. That's what a value proposition offers, a real but tangible value, but intangible value that makes the product worth more than the price. Michael J. Lanning and Edward G. Michaels identified value proposition as the reason why some businesses become highly successful when their competitors, seemingly offering the same product, fails. In the 1988 McKinsey staff paper, A Business is a Value Delivery System, businesses were analyzed and it was found that those that succeed have clear value propositions and are able to deliver them by integrating them throughout their operations. This means that climate agenda has to offer a value proposition to people that can be fully integrated into how people live their lives every day. Lanning and Michaels gave some examples of value propositions. Just saying hi to more people who've joined. Hi, we're glad you're here. Reading my book, Thriving at Nature's Pace with my mum. She can't see very well. We just celebrated her 91, although it was a bit early. But we'll celebrate it again. It's in February, the proper day. So I'm reading my book with them, with her. So Lanning and Michaels gave some examples of value proposition. The camera maker, Canon, is probably the best example. This company created the value proposition of an easy-to-use 35mm quality camera with glamour. This was at a time when SLR 35mm cameras were the professional choice. Photography, however, was complicated. It was full of jargon about light exposures, depth of field, bokeh, and stops. It was highly technical. Camera makers prided themselves on the sophistication of their equipment. This made it even more technical and left a gap in the market for a camera where a keen amateur photographer could produce professional quality work. Canon's value proposition led the company to change the way its entire production worked to support the development of the PASM function. This PASM function allowed the user to select between a fully automatic programmed operation, the P, aperture, the A, and shutter priority, the S, and a full menu control, the M. This made the camera simple to use without giving up on any of the precision that creates a professional quality result. The business became the tool to deliver the value proposition of an easy-to-use 35mm camera with glamour. Even professional photographers found the Canon camera perfect for their use. Canon could now charge a premium, and the Canon AE1 camera dominated a niche in the market. It remains a camera that people are still writing reviews about 50 years after it was first produced. Economies carry value propositions too. They provide the motivation for people to engage with it. People don't just work for the money they are paid. They do so for the promise that making the money gives. This is like the idea of the American dream. That is the value proposition offered by the capitalistic economy. In the current economy, this promise of a better life is largely reduced to the value proposition of being able to make money. If people are able to make money, then the rest follows. They can get rich to retire and spend their time as they wish. So I think we'll pause there. What do you think, Mum? What would you like? How do you think the economy is today for you? Does it have any value for you?
Difficult to make money.
It's difficult to make money today, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. And your grandchildren, how are they finding it?
It's really hard.
It is really hard. So young people are having a tough time, and I think the economy is not offering a value proposition anymore. So that's the problem that they have. Yes, and we're going to go on a bit more about a new value proposition because the economy is broken. It doesn't really serve our young people. So Jakob was trying to find a place to rent, and he found something, but they need someone who can guarantee it because he's working part-time in a way. so it's all just impossible the way it is. You make money, but you don't have enough. Hi. Oh, poor person who said they're hospital with cancer. We'll pray for you. Take care. Be careful. We'll pray for you. So, okay, shall we?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Goodbye for today. Thank you for joining
Bye.
us. We'll see you again tomorrow. Actually, maybe not. I have to take
No.
Mum to the hospital to check
Yeah.
her eyes. So we may skip tomorrow. So maybe the day after. Right. Bye-bye. And don't forget, Thriving at Nature's Pace. Do recommend it. Take care.